Trump essentially has Biden derangement syndrome.
And just when you thought it couldn't get dumber, here's Adam Mockler with a dose of reality. Sometimes you just have to sit back and let someone else say it. Thanks, Adam. And hey, don't forget to follow him here on YouTube.
If you don't know what that is, let me explain. This article reads, study shows Trump suffers from Biden derangement syndrome. Why won't President Donald Trump stop talking about his predecessors? He keeps claiming that liberals or people on the left have something called Trump derangement syndrome, which he claims is a mental illness where you hate everything that Trump does.
Trump? That man is gone. 100%. He couldn't even stay awake during the Pope's funeral. Now imagine if it had been Biden who fell asleep. MAGA would have screamed for a month about how incompetent he is. But we all know by now, it's Stephen Miller running the show anyway.
I mean, they will justify anything. But this reads, a new analysis from NBC News shows that Trump has spoken about former President Joe Biden, his family, or his administration 580 times in public remarks or on social media posts since he took office.
Adam, you're doing a brilliant job. You'd fit right into the Norwegian political debate. But let's take a look at what Jeffrey Goldberg had to say, the one who exposed the Signal scandal. And yes, it is a scandal.
Listen to what Jeffrey Goldberg says, because this perfectly supports the idea that Trump has Biden derangement syndrome. Make sure you drop a like and listen to this.
What were your major takeaways from your visit inside President Trump's Oval Office?
My very first observation, and this happened repeatedly in the interview, we walk in and the first thing he says, apart from like there's kind of like this knowing like, oh my God, you're here, I'm here, how fun is this sort of thing. The first thing he said was, I bet Joe Biden would never do this. And then about 6 or 8 times during the interview, he refers to Joe Biden. Joe Biden doesn't do this. Joe Biden is dumb. Joe Biden was sleepy. Whatever. It's like it's like truly odd. Like he's gone. It's like you're the president. It's just this crutch, and you see it in all his speeches. That was noticeable.
Jeffrey Goldberg wraps it up by suggesting that Trump is, well, almost in love with Biden. In just his first 100 days, Trump mentioned Biden over 500 times. Biden, on the other hand, mentioned Trump by name less than 40 times in 4 years. That says a lot, doesn't it? So yes, Trump clearly has BDS, Biden derangement syndrome. No argument there. I'm fully on board. But let's not forget, Trump might also suffer from TDS. And no, not that TDS. I'm talking about tariff derangement syndrome, his very own handcrafted flavor of economic nonsense. To everyone trying to diagnose the other side, flip the script. From now on, TDS stands for Tariff Derangement Syndrome. You're welcome. Thanks for watching. And a big thank you to Adam for this brilliant breakdown. You're always welcome in Norway, especially up here in Tromsø. You won't get easily sunburned up here. Again, thanks, Adam. Take care of each other over there in the US. Because this moment matters, for you, and for all of us here in Europe.
Lindsey Graham was breaking down crying, saying Biden is one of the most compassionate people he's ever met, and that's incredibly, incredibly true. But yeah, even beyond the compassion, Biden was incredibly politically effective, and he passed multiple landmark pieces of legislation that helped the economy. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has frozen the supply chains and almost nuked the economy in his first 100 days.